Hey, Eric with RegFox here, and in this video demo, I'm going to walk you through how to use the page builder. The page builder is going to be where you configure all the information that you have for your event that's going to be displayed so people can learn about it, and then also going to be where you define the different data you collect for each registrant as well. A really powerful tool, great platform here for you. Excited to show it to you now. So here I'm inside the builder, and I can gesture to a few different things here. One is the design panel, which will have fonts and the colors and links, background colors. I have a full demo on that, as well as the header field here where you can control all your branding, you can do navigations, you can do some great advanced things in here. Be sure to check out those demos, as well as this banner field here, which is more of a kind of a visual aid, something that's going to set the design direction for your registration page. Lots of options in here. Cover a full demo just on these visuals. So the visuals have their own independent demos you can go watch. But here you can see I've got information for my event, I got a location, and I want to draw your attention to this dotted line here. This dotted line is going to distinguish where display information, things about the event, who's going to be there, schedule, attractions, things like that, is going to separate that information from information you're going to capture from your registrants. So this dotted line here is going to separate what is display information versus data to be collected. So if I hit this plus icon here, you can see I have a whole bunch of other visual fields I can add to the top of the page. So I can click maybe the widget. I want a countdown clock, no problem. So I can add a countdown clock to sometime in the future. And so now it's there on the page. And so if I want to rearrange things, what's great about the builder is that you just click and drag to move it. So maybe if I want above the location, cool. Maybe I want to change it, you hit the pencil icon. If I want to delete it, great, you hit the trash can icon. It's that easy. So everything on your page here, you're going to build it as your registrants see it. And as you go along, you always can hit the preview link here to launch a link where you can see exactly how this page will render and show for your registrants. So that is the essence of the page builder, allowing a nice click and drag, easy to use section for you to build your event page. Now below this dotted line is where we're going to be capturing data for our registrants. And so you can see I've got more icons in here. And if I hit a plus icon here, then you can see I have a whole bunch of other fields, all that can capture data. So in here we have a bunch of personal information that you can capture: name, address, email, phone. A lot of these are going to already be in the starting point template that you have, but if you want to add maybe date of birth in here, you can add that. But each one of these fields will have different controls for it. For example, on this one, you can go to the advanced options and you can say, man, I need to have an age requirement that they're a certain age by a certain date. So each one of these fields might have additional options with them. So really powerful and flexible. Going over here again, to show you this menu here, we've got data collection, registration options, which is going to be the most important field in RegFox for you. I have a full demo just on that, how to use it. That's what you want to use to primarily organize all of your registrants and set your pricing in the top tier within the reg options field. It's a really powerful field, so be sure to check out that demo. But then you have a whole bunch of other things in here. So for example, like a text field. A text field might have a short answer. It might be, say, company name. And so you can capture company name here and you can hit done. And so then you have company name below there. If you want to rearrange it, great, you can do that. So if I want to clone this, for example, I can hit clone and I can then modify this and have this be job title. So I can label that job title and add it to my page. But just like the date of birth field, I can expand the advanced options and I see more things in here. I have maximum allowed characters. I can put a placeholder to give people hints of what the text requirements are. I can add tooltips. I can have a default value. I can have a whole bunch of other things in here. So every field has got additional options. Same thing with the multiple lines. If you say you want maybe a paragraph field where people answer a long form, we're going to go to multiple lines here. And we could ask, how long have you been at the company? And so we can ask that. And so here we have company name, job title, and a short answer for people to fill in as much text as they want there. So really flexible to capture any of the data you want. Going along through here too, we've got checkboxes, date fields, file uploads, terms of use. We have waivers. We got so many great things in here. And then we also have specific fields where you can sell individual things. So you have a whole merchandise field for add-ons and upgrades. You can sell t-shirts and hats. You can sell units of items as well, sessions. Not all of these need to have financials attached to them, but they're there for you to use. So you can break out sessions in this field. Line item would be great for things like sales tax or additional fees. We have membership tools. We got so many great things inside the builder here. And then also additional display details. So if I want to add a heading, and we can ask about company information, you can add that here. We can make it small. We can put it in the center. And so you can move your field up here, and just to be able to break up things visually you want. So lots of great controls. I also love to use things like a line break in here. So you can really make your registration experience exactly what you want in terms of the data you want to capture, but also visually and experientially exactly how you want it. So some great options there. Let me show you the multiple choice field in here as well. It's a really powerful field. So multiple choice, we can say, how did you hear about us? And so then I can start to add choices here. I can say online. I can add another choice. I can say friend. You get the idea. So I can add a multiple choice just like that. And here it's a drop down. And so if I edit this, I can now change things. I can say, make there be pricing associated with it. If it wasn't, maybe this is a different option. You can have different choices in here if you want. You also can change the display of it from a drop down to say radios or even checkboxes. So here's what a radio would look like. It's kind of two kind of circles next to each other on that one. You could turn this into checkboxes where people can select multiple ones. So really powerful and flexible. You also can do multiple choice for things that might have a longer list. So let's say we'll do meal choices here. And maybe I want to drop in a list of different meal plans. I can use this add choices from a list, and I can put each choice onto its own line. So I can add a few in here. And so here I have a handful of choices, and then I hit generate choices, and there are all of my selections in there. And I can again choose how I want to show this. So we'll do radios there. So you can kind of see a lot of flexibility into how you collect data in choices and selections. And every single one of these has got great options associated. So you can limit how many is available of a given choice. You can enable financial options here. So maybe the beef one has a certain price. So you have a lot of great tools and options to customize all of this to your liking. So going back here, let's go back to the builder. Let's review a couple more things. We have other items such as images and video galleries and schedules and speakers. Great things that you can intersperse inside wherever you want it to appear in your registration page. And then we have some advanced fields, raw HTML. We have account logins and some other things that would fit if you need it. There's other demos on those things as well, but you can see a great selection and great variety of different fields for your registration page. And again, as you go along, you can hit save and then preview. And the preview mode has this nice red bar around letting you know this is just a test. Do not share this URL because it will not work for people to register on, but you can step through this and enter information through here to see how it appears in your confirmation page and email. All those will work, but no data will be saved. And I actually have a separate demo on how to test more thoroughly if you want to save data, test exports, test some of the reports. There's another specific way to do that, but the preview mode allows you to come back and look and interact with the fields that you have set up here and to try it. So that's it for the builder. Again, there's so many options and it's so flexible. I hope this kind of gives you an idea of what's possible here. And again, there's a lot of other things to do inside the editor here, from coupons and actions and more customization. I'll cover those in other demos, but for now, that gets you started to understand how to build your registration page, how to add fields, how to rearrange them, and some basic views of the controls. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. Please let us know if you have any questions. Our team would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.